What's up, Knife Tube? It's Diamond Cut Steel, and you guys are going to learn something today. And first off, hopefully my audio sounds better. I bought a good quality set of lapel mics, so I'm really hoping it kills the background noise and overall the audio is better. I'm also shooting in 60 frames a second in HD now. So I can start shooting in 4K. We'll see. I don't know if I want to do that because of the long upload times, but I'm shooting in full HD. So we'll see how that looks. But if that isn't to your standards, we'll go ahead and kick it over to 4K and we'll just have longer upload times. So what do we have today? Oh, we have a good one. A really, really good one. One I've waited for a long time. In fact, from when the first Mannix come out, I have a Spyderco rep friend, that let me know that there would be a native eventually. And that's literally the knife, besides for the Mannix, the native is what I wanted to see most. So I've waited a very, very long time for this knife. And that would be the Native 5 in 15V. Now, the good news is I'll be getting my lightweight version here in about a week. Most stores aren't going to be putting them for sale until probably the end of August, but I have a seller that said he's going to go ahead and sell me mine as soon as they get the shipment. So, this is one beautiful knife. The build quality on these are spectacular. Mine is absolutely butter smooth straight out of the box with absolutely fluid smoothness. See if you can hear that. There you go. I don't know how that lapel mic picks up from a distance, but easily Spidey flickable without putting much wrist in it. Well, no wrist, actually. Rock solid, zero blade plate. And with Shawn Houston's custom protocol for 15V, Mr. Triple B himself, Shawn Houston, this stuff performs amazing. On this one, the factory sharpening job is nice and consistent. It does. The bevel is a little lower up here than it is on this side, but not bad. Maybe a degree or so. But nice, fairly consistent. I'm very happy with the factory edge on this. That'll because I'm probably going to run it lower than this anyways. So it's really no big deal. The Native 5 just makes for one of the best EDC knife designs on the market. It is absolutely a perfect EDC knife. In hand, it's so good. I love the the Mannix is my favorite knife, but the Native is close behind it. Now, I will say, if you get the lightweight, they're exactly what they say. They're very lightweight. And, they have that FRN feel, that kind of, some people say, cheapish feel. This knife right here definitely doesn't have that. These knives feel very premium. They just feel nice. They feel very high quality. So if you don't like that FRN type feel, I suggest you go with the G10 one. Now, what I want to tell you, and where you're going to learn something in this video, is really coming into fruition. Okay. I highly suggest, if you're interested in 15B, and you should be, because it is one ridiculously high performance steel that sharpens incredibly nicely, considering how unbelievably impressive the performance is. Remember, this is it. Once these 15D pieces have sold out, what's available on the market now? That's it. There will be no more 15D. Not just because Spyderco is not going to work with it. It's because they can't work with it. And yes, other companies jump in and, say 10D is gone. Crucible is gone. Well, other companies will step in and make an analog of 10D that covers, Bowler already does. But the thing with 15D is that's not the case. And the reason is heat. The systems they use to create these powder metals to do 15V requires an incredible amount of heat to atomize the steel to be powdered, basically. Through the nozzle that it's being blown out of to create a powder. Well, Crucible was the only company out there that had the ability to create enough heat to atomize that steel. So unless another company steps in and invests the money required, which I highly doubt they'll do, because 15V was a steel that there's not a lot of it made anyways. So that would be a very large investment for, a company to make without a large return on investment due to just the steel not being a highly produced, highly used steel composition. So if this is it, 15V will not be in knives anymore. After these pieces are gone, you will not see it again. You will not see an analog of it. So you're not going to see Bowler, K1500. That's a 15V analog. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see Aerosteel or Carpenter. You're not going to see them create. Well, it's highly unlikely that you'll see it. And if you did for some reason, it's going to be much down the road due to, say, in aerospace, they find a need for this composition. Then, yes, I could see a company doing, investing the money, but it's unlikely. Or in aerospace industry, whatever. Just like the original Mannix, if you look on the second hand, for new ones, they're $400 to $500. Get you a piece of 15V now if you are interested in owning 15V, because as soon as these knives are gone, the value starts increasing. And a couple of years down the road, these are going to be incredibly hard knives to find, especially new. And when you do, it's going to be from collectors who bought extra, or users and collectors, somebody that bought two. Like myself, when I buy these, I buy 2 or 3 of all. I always have one new in the box that is for the collector in me. Yeah, and I have my 1 or 2 user samples or user pieces. because I love this steel. It's going to be heavily used. That goes for pretty much all knives with me. If I buy a knife that is not specifically for collecting, I'll buy two or three, usually two. That way I have a collector's piece and I have a new piece. And if it's a knife I really love and use heavily, then I have my user, and then for when it's sharpened out, I have my brand new backup. So, with all the 15V pieces, I bought two or three. I even bought two of the para threes. No, I only bought the lightweight. I didn't buy the G10 one. I'm not a para three fan in general, so, but you know, it is what it is. Every other piece I bought two of or three, and you know, no, I only bought the Yojimbo series. I've only bought one of each of those because that's a knife that I don't use, but it's to keep the collection whole. I'm rambling. Anyhow, 15V is a hell of a user steel. Flat out, it's incredible stuff. Shawn knocked this heat treat out of the park, and Spyderco executed it perfectly. I've punched quite a bit of 15V. Every piece I've ever punched has been between 65.5 and 67. In fact, my first Mannix was 67.2. And I bought two of them. So one was 67.2, and I believe the other was 70 on the dot. Or I'm sorry, 67 on the dot. Did I say 70 just then? If I did, I meant 67.2 and 67. And every piece I've tested has been between 65.5 and 67. So, it's a very high performance steel. It's very hard. It's got reasonable toughness for it, as hard as it is, along with the incredible carbide volume of this stuff. But what makes this steel really special is how nicely it sharpens for such an incredibly wear-resistant steel. 15V is one of the best sharpening factory heat treat steels I've ever touched. I personally think it sharpens nicer than Psyche City K390. It's just a pleasure to sharpen this steel. So, and as far as use, the performance is absolutely incredible. So I once again, I highly suggest, if you want one, go pick you up a piece now where you can buy it at, you know, your typical street price, like $225 for this, or you know, whatever the lightweight is, $160 for the Mannix, etc. Don't wait until these knives are gone and then people are like, hey, that's it, there's no more 15V. And that alone is going to drive secondhand prices up once this stuff's sold out. Don't do that to yourself. Go. It's a steel that I know you want. I know you want to try it. I know you want to use it. You're going to love it. So go buy you one while you can still get them at fair prices. Once they're gone, and they will, at least they made a good bit of these last couple batches. They wasn't extremely limited like, say, the first Mannix was. I'm thankful for that. That's giving you guys a chance to go out there and say, hey, I want to get me a military 2 and 15V. I want to get me a Mannix lightweight. I want to get me a native. Go get you one. You're paying, you know, MAP prices, so you're getting a fair price. But these knives will be gone. Even though they made a pretty good bit of them right now, it's just a matter of time. They will be gone. And as soon as they do, the value starts ticking upwards. And then the more people realize, hey, that's it. We're never going to see 15V. We're never going to see this composition again. That's going to drive the prices up even further. I wouldn't be surprised at all, especially like the first run Mannix. 10 years down the line, a brand spanking new unboxed one of them is going to be one very, very valuable knife. Very valuable. PM2s, Shamans. They're going to be very valuable knives. They didn't make a ton of them. I mean, they made a decent bit of the PM2s. They made a decent bit of the Shamans. They made very few of the Mannix G10 15D. Those knives are going to draw a pretty penny. So go pick you one up. I guarantee you're going to love it. It is a fantastic knife. The Native is the quintessential EDC knife. It's just perfect. It's perfect in hand. As a user, this knife is truly hard to beat. It is just a good EDC knife. So there's the Native. My user is going to be in my pocket for the next probably 2 weeks. Going to be the only thing I carry. It's going to get the hell used out of it, and then I'll come back and I'll give y'all a use report. I mean, I can kind of do it now because I know the Native very well. I've used them for years, but you know, on this specific knife. So just go pick you one up. $157 will get you a Mannix lightweight. Go get you one, or go get you a Native. And if you like bigger pocket knives, go get you a military too. You will be happy. You will be thankful that you picked one up now instead of a year from now when you flat can't get one without paying stupid secondhand prices. Go buy you one. All right, guys. I hope the audio is better. Let me know how this video resolution is. If you like it, if you want it 4K, I'll shoot 4K. I'm going to start investing a little more cash in this to, you know, get better stuff. That's why I bought a quality microphone set. I've got a nice camera coming in the mail right now. And I'll be able to shoot 4K, not on a cell phone camera. But yeah, so I'm gonna start investing money trying to make better quality videos for you guys. I really do want to grow this channel. I want to grow this channel. I want to help people. I want to teach people. I want to show people not just the commercial side of. There's plenty of knife commercial influencers out there. They're just a commercial. I don't want to be that, but I do want to help people, and I want to help people get where they want to be in the knife hobby. And especially the people who use their stuff. I want to be their channel. You come here, you want to learn about a knife from a performance perspective, you come here. You want to learn sharpening, you want to learn new stones, you come here. You want a knife commercial, you go elsewhere. Anyways, please leave some comments. Let me know if the audio is better, what you think of it. And again, if you want me to shoot in higher resolution, just let me know. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one, and I hope you learned something.